When you're far and I'm alone, I feel the fabric from your t-shirt close to my body. I can still hear your baritone in my ear telling me you'll take it slow. And I love that song. I love that song. That was out when, you know, like when we used to keep like sex classy before the fucking Sukihanas of the world. Anyway, so I ended up doing a recording a little bit ago, but I scrapped it because I wasn't high enough. It wasn't my most authentic self, and I had to stop. Like, I kept stopping to think, and that ain't me. This is the first time that you're hearing anything that I've done, and I'm sure it is because I am fairly new to this updated version of YouTube. Brand fucking new. So I've got a tiny audience, which is all good because I'm actually afraid. Well, let's not even get into that. So let's just go ahead and jump right in because, like the more videos that I come across, I'm not hearing what I should be. And I haven't watched all of them, obvi, because there's so much fucking content. And I have a life. So I haven't seen like everyone's shit on this Saucy Santana. Hey sis. Yeah, let's roll with that, sis. Hey sis, Saucy Santana. I've seen tons of videos on this shit. And I don't even know how the fuck who the fuck is listening to this motherfucker? But I guess if I've got a tiny audience of people who listen to me, then surely for sure there's gonna be like a group of people who listen to this shit, right? So I'm just like, oh, okay. My sister / best friend, actually best friend / sister, sent me a text. Her sister-in-law invited her to see Lotto in concert. And so she sent me a text and she was like, hey best friend, question, who the fuck is Lotto? So I was like, shit, that's the trill ass bitch from the South. She was like, oh my gosh, best friend, you are so hip. I was like, girl, bye. That's just my ratchet side, girl. That's just my ratchet side. But I like Southern. It's just something. I just like the Southern dialect. I just fuck with a lot of Southern music. I just fuck with it. I went to school in the South. My bad. I dropped my phone. I went to school in the South. Attended an HBCU, like I said. And, I mean, it was just lit. It was live. It was, you know? It was the best fucking time in my life. Legitimately, my time in college. But things were much different then than they are now. Let's not get into that. But, yeah. So she told me that she was attending Lotto's concert. Wanted to know, like, what songs should I know other than her shit, Big Energy. And I said, okay. So I sent her a couple tracks. And I said, well, hold up. You gonna see Lotto. Like, what are those ticket sales like? Because like I say, I like Lotto, but I don't know how big her following is. And so I also, too, as well, wanted to know, and who the fuck else is going to be there? And she said, well, I don't know. It's Lotto. And she said it was Saucy Santana. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so he is doing his shit. But then, of course, all these comments and articles and videos and shit came out basically exposing Santana for being the literal piece of shit that I had an inkling. Like, I didn't know for sure. But, like, yeah, I had a feeling. So here it is. Let me just go ahead and get to it. Because a stoner brain, like, we all over the place. So let me go ahead and stay on track. Let me go ahead and if I may. The thing that's really fucking with me that makes this just totally irredeemable as far as I'm concerned, as far as, you know, him not being irredeemable as a person, but I won't ever support you because I feel like when you're given the opportunity and you're being given sound advice, and it's coming from the people who fuck with you, right? Because, you know, I'm a part of the group who doesn't fuck with you. Not that I matter, you know, I'm just one person in a world of a billion, right? What really fucked with me was the fact that you're being given all these opportunities and you have all these people who actually stream your shit. Because I would never. But you have all these people who stream your shit, who support you, who listen to you, who in a roundabout way, like, got to know you through Lotto's concerts, okay? The fact that you came for a baby. We're going to go ahead and put baby first, okay? Then we're going to put girl second, and then we're going to put black third, okay? So you came for a baby girl who was black. Okay. You tried that bullshit. I was young. I was 24, 25. Motherfucker, you look 45. But okay, you say you was 20, 24, 25, 21. I'll go ahead and I'll say 21 because I'm high as fuck and I don't really remember the number. So 21. But then in your response, you say, and I feel myself like getting just really emotionally invested. So in the response you say, and I'm not gonna pull this shit up, bitch, because I don't fuck with you like that. I don't give a fuck enough about your ass to make sure I get the quote right. And again, I have a tiny audience at this moment, so it doesn't really matter how I address your motherfucking ass. But really, what really fucked with me was the fact that your response said, and to this day, I will still read a bitch. How is no one really talking about that? How is no one really pointing that out? You said, and to this day, I will still read a bitch. What bitch are you referring to? Are you calling this little baby girl a bitch? Or are you calling Beyonce a bitch? Because you calling somebody a bitch, right? You calling somebody a bitch. And at first, I started to say, you know, that it could have been just like a slip of the tongue. You know how a lot of the times women and females and girls often slip up and say, I wouldn't even say often because that sounds bad, but sometimes slip up and say, no, he's fucking with another bitch. He's fucking with another hoe. He's talking to that other slut. He went to the movies with that other bitch. You know, when you say other, it implies that you are including yourself. So I was like, okay. Maybe it was just that kind of slip of tongue, because you're not trying necessarily. You're not necessarily trying to call yourself a bitch. You're trying to insult the other person, but you're speaking so quickly that you don't really stop to think about how it's phrased. I've done that several times. Who the fuck are you calling a bitch? And it really made me think, because I caught one of Taz's exclusives. I caught one of his, I thought I was there for the live. And I had just come off of one of Nyla Says. And it was so funny because I'm like, I can't get no motherfucking rest going back and forth between. Like, what the fuck, these motherfuckers putting out content left and motherfucking right. But he ended up saying in his video, which I thought was really fucking interesting. He said, did you hear what the fuck this nigga just said? Did he say nigga? I think he did say nigga. Did you hear what the fuck this nigga just said? He said, who the fuck talks like that? An underage bitch. Who the fuck talks like that? Like an underage bitch? That shit sounds weird. And that's exactly what the fuck I feel. Why are you, I'll still, and to this day, I'll still read a bitch. What bitch were you reading? Because those tweets were about Blue Ivy and were telling you, hey, and Beyonce. Because she was like, Beyonce and this motherfucking pregnancy glow, she looked dry as fuck. And somebody said, damn. And see, there's so much fucking content out there. Somebody said, you a whole mother. Somebody was reading a comment. You a whole motherfucking silverback out here. And the fucking gold. Fucking pure genius that comment was. Because there were a lot of fucking things that were going on in my mind when it comes to sis Santana. But silverback is fucking perfection. It really is. A whole fucking silverback out here talking shit about a baby. And instead of you saying, damn, that was fucked up, y'all are so right, man. And I really want to thank you didn't do none of that shit. You didn't do none of that. I mean, because you're just so confident in your contract with this this off-brand Illuminati, this true value version of the Illuminati. This shit is insane to me, that people are not really focused on the fact that he is calling that baby girl who is black. Lord Jesus. And don't get me started on the literal Garcana knocking. That is LisaRaye McCoy. Bitch. Like, your hairline is so fucking far back that you may not have the fucking option for a fucking lace front. Where the fuck, that bitch would always be off center. It would always be fucking crooked. Literally aging in this bitch like spoiled milk. Literally. And here's the thing that really fucks with me when it comes to this dumb cunt LisaRaye. Cause bitch, you can get it too. You did one motherfucking movie that had folks do a double take when it came to you. And bitch, you had to show your tits for that. So I'm not sure how far you thought your face was gonna get you. I don't fucking feel like Googling this cunt. I just don't. Do you really give a fuck about your like, why the fuck would you even bring your grandbaby into it? Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? I don't claim no celebrity. I just don't. Because none of them motherfuckers have rang my cell phone lately to check in on me. So I don't claim no celebrity. And I'm not a part of the Beeyhive, but I'm not gonna fuck with the Beeyhive. I know to stay away from them motherfuckers. I know to show their queen some respect. Because it's fucking due. Okay? But there are two parts of the Beeyhive. Just like there are two parts of the black woman community. And listen, when I say black community, I'm going to always specify, because I do my best to stay away from the fucking collective that is the black community. I am the black woman community. The black woman community. Not the black female community. Not the black girl. The women and the females. Them females they gonna go in on your motherfucking ass. See, we not gonna do that. We not gonna talk about, we're not gonna stoop to your level. We doing other shit, right? But the females females still have room to grow, right? They're in their feelings, and we all hit a stage where we're in our feelings and we out here saying and doing and feeling ignorant shit. They gonna go in on your grandbaby, bitch. You did that. What the fuck kind of protector are you? Because they say, oh ho, so you coming, okay, bitch, since blue is not off limits to you, your grandbaby ain't off limits to us. And they gonna go in on that baby. How fucking protective are you, you dumb, dusty, Garcana knocking? Because that's what the fuck you look like. And if you watch, and for anyone who doesn't, you know what the fuck look, those who know, and those who don't. Y'all know what the fuck a Garcana knocking is. And if you struggle to find it when you're Googling it, reference the Golden Girls. Betty White. She's a fucking Garcana knocking. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting, bitch. Fucking disgusting, bitch. Fucking disgusting. bitch. Especially because your face is not flawless. Oh, I hate you. Bitch. Your face is not flawless. Listen, I'm a motherfucking human being. When motherfuckers see me and they look at me, I'm not the most attractive woman in the world. They see me and they look at me, they immediately see shit. Oh, I don't like, her nose. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Her lips. I don't like it. Her eyebrows. They're thick. I don't like it. Bitch, I don't like your fucking face, bitch. I don't like your fucking face. Okay, so as a sociologist and as a psychologist, I just feel like there are certain things that we should be picking up on, right? Why are we not picking up on this? Like, she looks like I'm not trying to call nobody the devil, right? What was that movie that came out, that Denzel Washington movie, was good as fuck? I didn't even watch the whole thing because they took it off demand before I could finish it. I know I'm late in the game on this motherfucking movie, but I'm a movie head and there are so many motherfucking movies, bro, that I'm going to miss a couple. But this one movie where, is it Fallen? I think it's Fallen. I think that's the movie where the guy is going around touching people, and every person that he touch, he passes along that evil. And so that's what the fuck it is. There are certain things about the way her nose slopes downward, and you see it with Claudia Jordan too, because there are some things about Claudia Jordan that just make her really fucking unlikable. I digress. But who the fuck told this bitch she was Diamond in real life? You were Diamond 74 years ago. And had there been white people in that movie, bitch, they would have remade it a long time ago, and you would have been long fucking forgotten. How the fuck did you even, like, why the fuck are you, huh? Bitch, I wasn't even aware that you were real. This is how fucking, look, stoners live in their own fucking world, bruh. And I knew that Claudia Jordan was out there with some kind of like morning shit. And I knew that from time to time Vivica Fox would make appearances on talk shows and shit. I had no idea there was a legitimate, and it's, what is it? Is that Fox Soul? Okay. I didn't know that people were actually paying this bitch. Are people paying her? They're paying this bitch for her opinions? Who? I mean, because me, rightfully so, I'm a nobody, right? Rightfully so, I've not ever done a feature film. I've not ever had my own movie. But bitch, you have. And then also, too, as well, weren't you married to someone who, like, mattered or something? And weren't you cheated on with, like, someone who had slightly more significant... Look, bitch, I could read your ass all motherfucking day. But I don't want to. I want to smoke some more weed. I gotta pack this fucking bowl. I've been talking a long motherfucking time. I'm gonna go ahead and dead it here because part of me really wants to fucking talk about... Chocolate Thunder, aka Sarah, and Gohan, because I'm offended by some of the shit. I'm annoyed more so than offended by some of the shit that I've seen. Content creators, and I can say this because I don't have no fucking following. Content creators, though, like, where the fuck do y'all suddenly be getting out of fucking nowhere? You got a fucking master's in psychology and master's in sociology, and I've got a degree in sociology. It's not a master's. I don't know. I go back and forth on whether or not obtaining any kind of master's is actually worth it, or if it is in fact a scam, because there are so many entrepreneurs who are out here doing this shit on their own, and they don't have no and they don't have no fucking masters and shit. But I'm just like, fucking annoys me. Did I already talk about that? I'm so fucking high. I can't remember if I've already talked about it, because I know that I did a previous recording and I talked about it, but I was emotionally invested, and so I ended up scrapping it. So I can't remember what the fuck I said, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I couldn't. There are a lot of people whose videos I just couldn't, because I'm like, bitch. And I understand that, you know, it's easy to throw folks under the bus, especially for your content. But I can't really see myself doing that to a black woman. I don't give a fuck what I mean, not if she's not rightfully in the wrong. But, you know, Chocolate Thunder, aka Sarah, she's out there doing, you know, what the fuck she has to do for her and her kids. Her and her babies, so much love to her. She's so fucking talented. At that one video, the first video that I saw of them, actually, that has, like, I think it's got, like, over 8 billion views. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't think she took down any of their content, but it's got, like, over 8 million views of her and Gohan, when she freestyles, and she talks about, Gohan's schlong. And I'm just like, whoa, she's super fucking talented. Because you know how, like, Latinos, like, they do Spanglish and they go back and forth. And I was just like, wow, she's, like, supremely skilled at it. Like, I've been speaking Spanish my entire fucking life, almost 50 years. And I'm not even that. I need to fucking practice. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this. And I'm going to dip. Why the fuck is nobody checking the fact? But I bet you Beyonce and Jay-Z, I bet you that they caught that shit. Good luck to you, sis Santana. Good luck to you. I'm out.